Students, let us discuss about solubility. In this class, we discuss about solubility. Solubility. First thing we need to know the difference between soluble and insoluble salt. So soluble salt means which is completely dissolved in water. The salt, particularly one is soluble salt and another one is insoluble salt. Insoluble salt. Soluble salt which is dissolved in water completely, which dissolved in water completely. Clear? For example, sodium chloride when dissolved in water it completely dissociated into Na plus Cl minus. Clear? But here insoluble salt means when a salt is added to aqueous medium or water, then what happens? Some of its parts are ionized and most of the part remains unionized form. That means very slight amount of that substance is dissolved in water. So insoluble means a large part of salt, remains undissolved when added to water. For example, I can consider silver chloride, let's say AgCl. This one is solid. Whenever it is added to water, very small amount of silver chloride get splitted into ions. So solubility means dissolvedness. How much amount of substance is dissolved? Very minute amount of AgCl is dissolved in the water, but a large part remains undissolved form. That's why I can say over here this salt AgCl or barium sulfate you can consider. Clear? So barium sulfate, these are known as sparingly soluble salts. Sparingly soluble salts, very weak producing ions. Clear? So solubility, here we apply the term solubility for sparingly soluble salts only. Okay. Next, depending upon the dissolvedness, okay, solutions are classified into three categories. One is saturated, depending upon the solubility of salt. Solutions are classified into, solutions are of three types. One is saturated solution. Second one, that is unsaturated solution, and the last one, that is supersaturated solution. Clear? So let us define these three categories of solution: saturated, unsaturated and supersaturated solution. So before define these three terms, let us discuss. Suppose AgCl, this one is solid when dissolved in water, sparingly soluble salt, you can say sparingly soluble salt, dissolved in water, giving rise to Ag plus Cl minus. Clear? So applying the law of mass action, over here, what can I write? The K that is equal to Ag plus concentration Cl minus concentration upon. So I have told you I can't consider the concentration of solid over here. If I consider pure liquid water over here, also this one is regarded as constant. So that means Ka, the concentration of water, that is Ag plus into Cl minus. So right now this product is regarded as KSP, solubility product, that is Ag plus into Cl minus, where this KSP is the solubility product. This is called solubility product, and this solubility product is only applicable at equilibrium. Don't think that this solubility product is equal to ionic product, KIP. This is called ionic product. Ionic product means this is at any instant, like that of in chemical equilibrium. In order to predict the direction of reversible reaction, I have told you about reaction quotient. So here, like that of in order to express the dissolvedness, the extent of substance that is dissolved in water, that is K ionic product, which is completely different from that of KSP, because solubility product is at equilibrium. Fine. So I can conclude over here, need to discuss over here three terms, that is saturated solution. Saturated solution means, suppose a solute is dissolved in a, suppose you are dissolving a solute within water as a solvent. So what happens, initially the substance go on dissolving, but at a certain point what happens, no more substance is dissolved with that solution. That means the solution contains undissolved part, the solution is in contact with the undissolved part, solute particles. So that type of solution is known as a saturated solution. Okay, so initially it dissolves, so at a point no more substance is dissolved. It does not allow the to dissolve the extra solute particle in it. That type of solution is known as saturated solution. So here, for a saturated solution, what can I write? KSP, solubility product, that is equal to K ionic product, that is at equilibrium. So at equilibrium, no more solute we can add. Clear? So this is called a saturated solution. That means the solution is in contact with the undissolved solute particles, where no more solute can be added further. That is, the precipitation has taken place. If you add more solute to it, then precipitation will be there, so that it will be equilibrium. That is KSP is equal to K ionic product. Then one is unsaturated solution. So for a unsaturated solution, what can I say over here? K ionic product is less than that of K solubility product, because solubility product correspond to at equilibrium. If K ionic product is less than that of K solubility product, then what does it indicates? You need to dissolve that electrolyte more, so that there will be KSP. That means more solute is required for dissolving. Then I can write that is the solution is unsaturated. So in this case more solute can be added so that the KIP can be equal to KSP be added, and the solution is unsaturated solution, and the solution is unsaturated. The solution is unsaturated. Clear? And the last one, that is supersaturated. Supersaturated solution. Supersaturated solution. So supersaturated solution means K ionic product is greater than K solubility product. So here you can see more amount of solute can already being dissolved. So here the precipitation takes place. Precipitation takes place means, suppose here Ag plus Cl minus again combine to form AgCl, because here you have already got K ionic product is greater than K solubility product. Is that clear? That means more amount of dissociation is there, already Ag plus and Cl minus is there. So K, in order to maintain the KSP, what can I say, the backward reaction takes place over here. So first one, that is dissociation, and the backward reaction, that is Ag plus Cl minus again combined to form undissociated AgCl, that is called precipitation. So in this case, in supersaturated solution, precipitation takes place. Precipitation takes place. Okay, so these are the three terminology regarding saturated solution, unsaturated solution, and supersaturated solution. Clear? Now let us define what is solubility product. Solubility product. For this, let us consider a sparingly soluble salt. As I have told you, these terms always involves sparingly soluble salts. So let us consider a sparingly soluble salt, that is AXBY solid. Is that clear? Whenever it dissolves in water, then it get converted into number of X, A, Y plus aqueous plus Y number of B, X minus aqueous. This is the equilibrium whenever the solution is saturated. I am considering this one when at saturated condition. At saturated condition I am considering. Clear? So K, that is equal to K equilibrium, K that is equal to concentration of products A, Y plus concentration to its number of ions, number of times X, into B X minus to the power Y divided by A X BY solid. Clear? So as I have told you, the concentration of solid or pure liquid, that is taken as constant. So what can I write over here? K X BY solid, that will be equal to A Y plus to the power X B X minus to the power Y. Clear? So this product is called solubility product. I can write KSP, that is equal to A Y plus to the power X B X minus to the power Y. This is called solubility product. So I can write its definition. Hence solubility product, hence solubility product of a sparingly soluble salt, of a sparingly soluble salt is defined as the product of concentrations of ions each raised power equal to the number of times the ions occur, number of times the ions occur when the solution is saturated at a given temperature, clear? So for if I consider for an electrolyte of type AB, then its ionization will be AB solid converted into A plus B minus aqueous. So what will be its solubility product? KSP, that is equal to concentration of A plus into concentration of B minus. Similarly, for an AB2 type molecule, so AB2 can be ionized like A plus 2B minus. So what will be the value of KSP over here? The concentration of A plus B minus to the power 2. Similarly, for AB3, what can I write? A plus 3B minus, and KSP becomes A plus concentration into B minus to the power 3. Clear? Similarly, suppose an electrolyte is A3B type. So A3B type, it will split it like this. A2B, let's say. It is split like 2A plus B minus. So KSP can be written as A plus to the power 2 into B minus. Similarly, for AB3, it can be written as A plus 3B minus. So KSP, that is equal to A plus B minus to the power 3. Let's say electrolyte is A2B3 type. So what can I write? 2A3 plus 3B2 minus. So KSP, that is equal to A3 plus to the power 2 B2 minus to the power 3. This is the expression for KSP. For example, I am saying write down the value of a solubility product for BaSO4. So what can I write? Ba2 plus SO4 2 minus. So KSP, that can be written as Ba2 plus SO4 2 minus. Clear? Okay. Let us find out the relationship between solubility product and solubility. Solubility and solubility product. Solubility product. So solubility, that is S, and solubility product, that is called KSP. So solubility S, solubility product, that is KSP. Clear? consider the dissociation of a weak electrolyte. Consider the dissociation of a weak electrolyte of the type AXBY, let's say AXBY is a solid. Clear? It split it into XAY plus YBX minus. So initially let's its solubility is S mole per liter. S mole per liter. Solubility means the amount of substance dissolved per liter of solution. S mole, number of moles of solute dissolved per liter of solution, that is S mole per liter. So no dissolves, no ions are obtained. At equilibrium, let alpha is the degree of ionization. So alpha correspond to 1 mole, and for S mole there will be S alpha, amount of substance dissolved. So at equilibrium the remaining solubility S minus S alpha. Am I right? So here you just see these coefficients, that will be X alpha, and here that will be Y alpha. S alpha, and you just write over here X S alpha, Y S alpha. That clear? Now K equilibrium, K that is equal to A Y plus this much mole letter inverse, mole letter inverse, mole letter inverse. Am I right? So K equilibrium AY plus to the power X, B X minus to the power Y as per our normal practice upon AXBY. Now these two products you know that will be nothing but our KSP, that is equal to AY plus concentration to the power X, B X minus concentration to the power Y. Now substitute these values from this equilibrium stage. So what is the value of X S alpha? You can write like X S alpha. Clear? X S alpha to the power X into, so that will be X S alpha to the power X into what can be written for B X minus, that will be Y S alpha to the power Y. So here that will be X to the power X into Y to the power Y into S alpha to the power X plus Y. This is KSP. So let us proceed through different examples so that it will be easy for you. So for example, I am considering, let's say CaF2. So 1:2 type C electrode. So CaF2 split it into Ca2 plus 2F minus. Am I right? So if I write it's KSP, before that you need to set up its equilibrium. Let's say first one, that is solubility, let's say S 0 0, and at equilibrium at T is equal to 0, at equilibrium this can be written as S, let's say solubility alpha is the degree of dissociation or degree of ionization. So if I need to write over here S, so here student you see at equilibrium, let's say if S is the S mole per liter is its solubility, then at equilibrium if S is its solubility, then the formation of it will form 1 mole dissolve. Here at equilibrium S moles per liter is the solubility. So here you just write S and it's a number of ions or number of moles 2, so you can place over 2S. So write down the value of KSP right now. KSP, that is Ca2 plus ion concentration F minus concentration whole square, that will be Ca2 plus S into this will be 2S whole square, that is S into 4S square, that will be 4S cube. KSP, that is equal to 4S cube. Am I right? So SQ you can write KSP by 4. So this is the relationship between KSP and molar solubility, that is S. Clear? Similarly, if I consider another of AB3 type, I am considering FeOH whole thrice, FeOH whole thrice. How can we? It ionizes like Fe3 plus 3OH minus. Then if at equilibrium S is its molar solubility, then here that will be S and here 3, that will be 3S. That clear? So KSP can be written as Fe3 plus, that is S into OH to the power 3, so that will be 3S to the power 3. Just see 27S Q, that will be 27S to the power 4. So KSP, that is equal to 27S to the power 4th. So from here you can calculate the molar solubility. So in generally what can I write? So in generally, if X by X A Y plus Y number of B X minus, clear? Let S mole per liter is the solubility of electrolyte X by. Then what will be the solubility of these two? Definitely that will be X into S, Y into S. So X by X Y X A Y plus YB X minus. So this one will be X into S, Y into S, mole per liter. Now write down the value of KSP. KSP, that will be A Y plus to the power X into B X minus to the power Y. So that will be XS to the power X into YS to the power Y. That will be X to the power X into Y to the power Y into S to the power X plus Y, where this is the general form, where this X and Y are the number of ions, X and Y are the number of ions produced when the solution is saturated, at saturated stage, or when the solution is saturated. Here these are small x and small y, these are the number. ions produced. So I can write over here small x, small y, small x, small y, small x, small y. Clear? Okay. Next we will discuss applications of solubility. Applications of solubility product. Applications of solubility product. Applications of solubility product. First one, that is purification of common salt. Purification of common salt. So purification of common salt, whenever you are extracting salt from seawater, what you need to prepare? First you prepare a saturated solution of NaCl. Prepare a saturated solution of sodium chloride. Why? Because it contains lots of insoluble impurities, as it contains lots of insoluble impurities. Is that clear? So after preparation of a saturated solution, what you need to add? HCl to it. HCl to the saturated solution. To it means to the saturated solution. So in the solution, what you will get? NaCl. It get converted into Na plus Cl minus. So after addition of HCl, it also gives you H plus Cl minus. So what you are getting over here? The concentration of Cl minus ion in the solution increases after adding the HCl. That is the concentration or the amount of the concentration of Cl minus ion increases in the solution. Increases in the solution due to increase in concentration of Cl minus ions over here. So what happens? The ionic product becomes more. The ionic product depends upon the amount of ions. That means therefore the ionic product becomes more. So if ionic product becomes more, then what? The reaction will proceed in backward direction. That is the precipitation of NaCl takes place. We need NaCl. So that's why the ionic product becomes more. As a result, the precipitation of sodium chloride takes place. Clear? So this is one of the application of solubility product. The second application, that is salting out of soap. Salting out of soap. Salting out of soap. So you know soap and detergents are the sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acids. Okay. So soaps are sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acids. Is that clear? So these are nothing but CN, H2N plus 1, COO minus Na plus. This is your soap. Clear? And whenever this soap split like CN, H2N plus 1, COO minus plus Na plus. If you add concentrated sodium chloride to it, then it will give you Na plus plus Cl minus. So again the same thing is there. By addition of a concentrated NaCl, the amount of sodium plus ion becomes more. As a result, the ionic product that is CnH2n plus 1 COO minus into Na plus increases, becomes more. So like that of a previous case, the precipitation of soap takes place. The precipitation of a soap takes place. The precipitation of soap takes place. Why? As the ionic product of soap, as the KIP I can write, ionic product exceeds over K solubility product. That's why precipitation takes place. Clear? Next, look at this problem. The solubility product of sparingly soluble salt Ag2CrO4 is this much. KSP, the solubility product, that means KSP of the salt is given to you. KSP, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 12. Clear? So what will be the molar solubility of the salt? Molar solubility of the salt means S is equal to how much is asked to you. Now just write down its equation, that is Ag2CrO4 can be written as 2Ag plus CrO4 minus. That clear? So KSP, for this one you can write Ag plus to the power 2 CrO4 minus. Clear? So Ag 2Ag plus CrO4 2 minus. Sorry, this is 2 minus. So if S is the molar solubility, so for this one I can write 2S and this one I can write S. Write down, put the value like Ag square, that is 2S whole square S, that will be 4SQ overall, that is KSP. Put the value of KSP, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 12, that is equal to 4 into SQ, and you have to find out the value of SQ. So that implies SQ, that will be 10 to the power minus 12. 4 get cancelled. So what is the value of S? That will be root Q of 10 to the power minus 12. Clear? So the answer that coming out to be 1 into 10 to the power minus 4m. Minus 4m. Students, next look this question. What will be the molar solubility of CaF2? KSP is given to you in 0.1 m solution of NaF. So first write down that CaF2 plus 2F minus. Clear? So let its solubility S, so this can be S and this will be 2S. Clear? Again, the trick is there. In 0.1 m solution of NaF, generally we consider butter, but here it is given to you 0.1 solution of NaF, solvent is given you sodium fluoride. So that one is a strong electrolyte, you know, 100% ionization is there, it will give you Na plus F minus. So I can consider over here whatever the amount of Na plus is there, that is due to the contribution of NaF, because this one is strong electrolyte, 100% ionization is there. So it is given you 0.1 molar. So no more NaF is there. So here will be 0.1 m and this one also 0.1 m. Clear? So if I consider the concentration of this fluoride ion, this 2s can be neglected by this F minus because of the strong electrolyte 0.1 m. That 0.1 m, whatever that means, whatever the fluoride ion is there, that is due to this strong electrolyte. You have to consider this concept over here. That clear? That means this 2s is much more less than that of 0.1. So overall, the concentration of a fluoride ion can be taken as 0.1. So you just apply KSP, that is equal to Ca2 plus concentration and F minus concentration to the power 2. So that will be, okay, let me write down over here, KSP that is equal to Ca2 plus concentration into F minus to the power 2. So Ca2 plus, that is S, clear, into, in case of fluoride, what you have to do? It will be 0.1 square. So that will be KSP is given to you 3.4 into 10 to the power minus 11. That clear? So S that is equal to, S becomes 3.4 into 10 to the power minus 11 upon 0.1 square. So the value will be 3.4 into 10 to the power minus 9 m. This will be molar. This is the molar solubility of what? Calcium fluoride in 0.1 m solution of NaF. Okay. So for today we have completed solubility product, and in next class we will discuss about salt hydrolysis. Little bit of information is there, general idea, and proceeding through some numericals. Okay. Thank you.